Welcome back. Staying with the uniqueness of Easter in South Africa, we visit Ilovo on KwaZulu-Natal's south coast. This beautiful and serene part of the country also became a center of Hindu worship since times of indenture. In fact, a chariot built over 100 years ago still stands strong and steady today. Sadhana joined the Ilovo community for their 108th Chariot Festival taking place in Easter.
It's basically the Mahavishnu Chariot Festival. The reason it's at the wrong time is because the time for the prayer is during the month of Pratasi, when we celebrate and fast for Lord Vishnu. But due to apartheid, when the laborers of the sugarcane mills, they were not allowed to take leave during that time because it was production season. And when the whites went on leave during Easter, they decided to celebrate it during this time.
People from different estates found an ideal opportunity of congregating in one venue, and that is why these festivals during Easter is so prominent. Whether you go to the Mount Ichkum Festival, Isipingo, Darnell, Verulam, Tongat, right here in Ilovo, are all central key points for people to come together.
The festival has a history for about 135 years. The temple organization goes back to as far as 150 years, from the days of Karadin and presently to where the temple stands. The chariot was built 108 years ago. It's been built for the purpose of celebrating Lord Vishnu prayer. The prayer is basically where Lord Vishnu comes to the village to help the people of the village, and that's a tradition that's been set on by the indentured laborers when they first arrived, and that tradition we carry on every year.
The whole sculptural design of the chariot is peculiar to India in an Andhra Pradesh setting. So the color, the actual shape and the design, and with the center moving outwards and tapering in and so on, is symbolic of a move from the bottom to upper spiritual level.
It has been a spiritual journey for me. Just coming into the area and seeing the massive crowd walking from the temple area to this very ground, following that beautiful chariot. For me, it was a spiritual journey to see the sacrifice with little children, and I'm so surprised to see so many foreigners that found this such a religious point to come through and spend the day.
Youth have found an opportunity during the Kavadi festival. During this festival, you'll find on social media the youth are so prominently voicing their opinions about this thing. So that is very, very praiseworthy, because if we have this cultural and religious activities and we are attracting the youth, then obviously we are treating them, or we are introducing them to them through moral and values and so on, that is so prevalent in a society that is morally decaying.
The Ram Bhajan group plays the bhajan at the rear end of the chariot, which creates a vibe, of wanting to pull the chariot and control the chariot. And at the temple, when we remove or put back the murtis, a lot of bhajans are played to celebrate them coming back. The Ram Bhajan, or the home of Ram Bhajan, is actually Ilovo. There is no other history that says that there's any older bhajan groups.
The promotion of culture and religion in this area goes back 145 years ago. So historically, this place is full of rich culture and heritage. And there's a good thing about it. There's a Rambajan group, for example, that we find here in Ilovo. They are booked throughout the year. Right? That's how popular and how busy they are. And that is absolutely good, because you know why? There's a transmission from one generation to the other. And there's so much of young people here. So we know for certain that they're going to grow into this Rambajan throughout.
You feel the peace, the harmony. I mean, I think this is where the building of our Indian population came around, where the arts, the culture, the value system was introduced into our community. So I'd say, we need to reflect, do introspection, and come to places like this to actually learn back the trade of our arts, culture, and our dharma, Hindu philosophy, and how to basically live that simple life.
Three very important things our forefathers did when they came here. Firstly, they ensured that the children were educated, despite the fact that they were not educated. They made sure. So that is why today we bear testimony, legal, medical, engineering. You find lots of people of Indian origin are there because of the roots that have been planted by our forefathers. The second thing was religion. Every settlement that they went to, whether it was a small or youth settlement, they initiated deity worship, and they created a shrine from small, and it evolved into a bigger. So that was the second priority, where religion was prominent. And the third priority was the promotion of culture. So you find in all these settlements, you'll find Tirukutam, an age-old traditional musical, dance, drama type of activity, and a whole lot of other events. So that is because of the roots or the seeds that have been planted, and it's still germinating today by the observance of this Easter festival here in Ilovo.